I was inspired to write this book because a few years ago, menopause hit me. When that was first happening, there were a lot of books being published by celebrities. There were experts writing books about the menopause too, and there was discussion in Parliament. Everybody seemed to be interested in the menopause. But Christians weren't talking about it. So it started me wondering, well, what does the Bible say about the changes that women's bodies go through? How should we understand them? And is there any help that the gospel offers us? I don't think we can separate what happens in our bodies and the hormonal changes we go through from the wider experiences that often hit women in midlife. God has made us spiritual, physical and social beings. We have jobs and families. We're impacted by the pressures and expectations that are put on us. And so going through the menopause is actually part of a much bigger picture. Although I think I've come off relatively lightly as far as the menopause go, like so many, I've had hot flushes and brain fog, and I've also had the pressures and demands of family, elderly relatives, and of demanding children. And also those bigger questions of what am I going to do in the rest of my life? What should my priorities be? Especially for Christians. We're faced with thinking those through and trying to do the right thing to honour God in the midst of them. Well, there are so many things I could say, but perhaps they all boil down to this. Look to Jesus. The fact that the living Word of God took on flesh and entered our world means that our bodily issues are not unimportant to God. He knows, He sees, He cares. So if we can hold on to Him and remember that in all those things, all the trials that we experience in midlife, Jesus is working out His purpose to transform Christians, to make them like Him. It's great to remember that aging isn't a disaster, because day by day, as we get older, we're given opportunities to change, to know Jesus and to serve Him. I think I did that and focused on Colossians because for really two reasons. It's so Christ-centered. Paul again and again urges Christians to look to Christ, to consider the extent of His power and of His grace. And the book is church-centered. It helps us to see that Christ is enough for us and that He is working out powerfully in His church. I hope that readers will put the book down after finishing it, excited about the opportunities that Jesus gives us in midlife and menopause, opportunities to serve and to change and to know Him better.